We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, July 15th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. The pleasure of serving as chair of the commission alongside Commissioner Bob Archer and Commissioner Kevin Cook. Good morning.
Good morning.
And let me take this time to thank Jane Rezac and Stephanie Mott for all their work on the redo of the pictures of all past commissioners, and everything's complete now, so thank you, Jane. I know. Tom Randall's, yes, you're right. Tom did a great job as well, so thank you. Madam Clerk, we have an item to add. It's an agreement for right of entry from Public Works. I would move that we add that item as D1.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item 3, first item on the agenda, consent agenda.
Is there a question on the consent agenda or a motion?
Motion to approve consent agenda as presented. Second.
There's a motion by Commissioner Cook to approve the consent agenda. Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Madam Chair, this morning we have one set of vouchers dated July 12th, 2013 in the amount of $375,015.18, and I'll make a motion to approve the vouchers as presented.
There's a motion by Commissioner Archer.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. Discussion. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
There are no correction orders today. Item B, Health Agency, number 1, consider approval of request to reclassify a registered nurse position to a licensed practical nurse position, fill the position and any subsequent positions that become vacant from filling this position at a savings in salary and benefits of $8,714.
Good morning, Commissioners. Allison White, host of Health Agency.
Morning, Allison.
As stated in the request, we're looking to see if we can reclassify a registered nurse position to a licensed practical nurse. This would be a position in the immunization program and a cost savings of $8,714.
Thanks, Allison. Your questions?
I have none.
No.
Motion to approve the reclassification of the nurse position.
There's a motion by Commissioner Cook.
I'll happily second that motion.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Thanks, Allison.
Item C, Parks and Recreation, number 1, consider approval of request to solicit bids for renovation and sand improvements at Holiday Park at an estimated cost of $112,295.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Knight, Parks and Recreation. To kind of clarify that announcement from the clerk, I don't think that I would be willing to say that the cost would be estimated at $112,000. They could raise that high, but what we're only asking for today is permission to solicit bids, formal bids for this per resolution. What we'd like to do is we've had this item was before the commissioners. The commissioners asked for some more information. We've also had a work session from the commissioners. It was my read from that work session that the commission was interested in several different options, all the way from the plan that was submitted or that landscape island somewhere in between the existing park and that. By getting unit pricing on all of this type of stuff, we'll be able to come back to the commissioners for with the exact costs of what we would want to do for improvements to that park. I'd be happy to answer any other questions you might have. Terry Bertles is also here to answer any detailed questions you may have.
Thank you, John. Other questions?
Yes, please.
Commissioner Cook?
Mr. Knight, when we had the work session, we talked about and had a presentation of doing the park project in a series of phases, correct?
Yes.
And so the immediate would be to restore the circle that was taken out by your staff, correct?
Yes, we did talk about that, yes.
And so the initial cost, at least for this year, I think that when we looked at the city donating the limestone curbing, potentially some topsoil, the, only real cost to restore the circle would be the amount that would take up the asphalt.
Mhm.
So,
And city and staff labor too, but that's not a hard cost that we would have to.
and then the neighborhood association indicated that they would be willing to apply for grants or look for community partnerships for other parts of the park, such as the light or the fence extension.
Mhm, correct.
So why present us with a request for $112,000 without really stating that you just want to do phase one of the project?
I'm not in charge of the way it's written on the agenda. I'm in charge of the memo, and in my memo, to me, it's really clear. It says that renovation costs could go as high as $112,000. I've had verbal promises from the neighborhood association. I've had verbal commitments from the city of Topeka to do some of this stuff. I'm not comfortable going out and saying that it will not be. I have every reason to believe that it will be significantly less than the 112, but I don't have anything in writing yet from any of those people. I suspect it'll be much, much less than 112,000. The plan that was presented to you, and also if we didn't go the full extension out there and we pulled back that circle anywhere in between those two.
But your intent is just to do the circle repair and taking up of the asphalt for this initial first step?
Not necessarily. The bids could come back to where this commission would say, let's do it all. That would still be an option. What I want to do is to get all of the options on the table, get formal bids, come back to you guys and let you guys decide. That answer your question?
Yes.
With the priority being that circle. That is the most, that is the issue that most people have been talking about, the commission has talked about, the neighborhoods have talked about, is restoring that circle.
So it could be, a listing bid alternates and breaking out each specific piece of work. Is that kind of what I'm hearing you say?
Both phasing
Right.
and unit pricing, so that there would be several choices the commissioners could pick and choose from.
But this would
to get what
allow
they want.
you at least to get a better idea of the cost associated with it.
The bids that I've submitted to you before are good bids. Staff talks with contractors. They get pricing the best they can, but when we go out for the formal bids and people have to put in and they see a competitor putting in a bid at the same time, sometimes we get better pricing. And by resolution, I have to ask to go out for formal
Just
bids.
right, okay. Commissioner Archer, do you have a question?
Yeah, and I agree with Commissioner Cook. This is, and we've had correspondence over the weekend, so you know how I feel. This is very vague, in my opinion, and I came up with some language that I would like to, amend the memorandum to add some language to make it a little bit clearer as to what the process will be. But the language I would add is Parks and Rec will solicit bids with unit pricing for those items related to extension of the park. The unit pricing will give the BCC additional options for when we return to the commission for bid award and final product approval. This handout could include a staff estimate for improvements that would incorporate circle in the existing park and upgrade, an option that was discussed during the work session. Upon receipt of the bid, staff will explore funding options such as cooperation with the neighborhood association, City of Topeka, and other alternate funding sources. To me, that makes it a little bit clearer of the approach that we're going to take in this endeavor. So I don't know if we need a motion to amend the memo and add this language, or exactly what we should do.
I
think go ahead.
Madam Chair, thank you. My suggestion would be that this could be just a motion in and of itself. The memorandum is just that, a memorandum, but the motion would be what we take action upon.
Mhm.
I don't really have any issue with the motion or that language suggested by Commissioner Archer. Mr. Knight, I can't speak for the other two commissioners, but I am supportive of the restoration of the park and at least bringing it back to the spot to where it was before. And if we can have some upgrades, that be, but I think, at least now we have a positive direction to go with.
May I, when you say return the circle back to the spot, are you talking about the proposed spot?
Yes.
It's not in the middle of Hunter?
Yes,
Okay,
the proposed spot.
yeah, thank you. Just to be clear.
What I think oftentimes department directors put on to solicit bids, and then there is discussion amongst the commission. This, I think we're talking about the same thing, this just formalizes it a bit more, and so I don't have any issue with it. I think what John is trying to do is get more specific dollar amounts, so he's not appearing vague. I think that he's on the right track, but I think this is the next step, really. So I would move that we incorporate Commissioner Archer's, I'm not going to read all that, but I'll make that motion to approve the request to solicit bids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I'll second that.
Second by Commissioner Archer. Further discussion? Anyone in the audience want to state anything? Sure, come on up. Do you kind of understand what we're doing here? We're just kind of, okay.
I do, and just for the record, I'm Mara Dingman. I live in Holiday Park at 1118 Southwest Taylor. We also have other properties in the park, and just time.
I know.
You
And
know, we're
that's-
going up on like 500 days
Sure,
of
sure.
this, and we have rental properties in the neighborhood. We play up the historic nature
Sure.
of our property. And so every time somebody drives in, we're driving past that little pile of weeds. It's a little smaller than it was, which is actually a positive thing. But I just hope that we can at least get the circle looking attractive sometime soon.
Yeah.
So
It's just
time.
all kind of that,
Sure.
part of that process, but
We've just been going with this. We've been talking about this since last year. I mean, we have, personally, so just to say, you know, we're living there, but we're also trying to do business there, and it just looks terrible. So I just want to throw that in.
thank you.
And I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get something good.
Great, thank you, Mark. Anyone else? All those in favor of the motion say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0.
Item D, Public Works. Number 1, consider agreement for right-of-way entry for Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Kansas City, Mother Teresa Catholic Church.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Blanc of Public Works and Solid Waste. As mentioned, this is a Public Works item. There is a back slope along Northwest 46th Street that runs in front of the Mother Teresa Church, in which we are wanting to lessen that grade to help prevent any erosion issues and have a better chance of establishing some vegetation. So we've had discussions with Mother Teresa Catholic Church to enter into an agreement to allow us entry onto their property to do some grading. They have agreed to that. There would be no cost for this agreement. It would just be giving us permission basically to enter on their property to do the work. And then they have agreed that once we come in and do the work, that they would actually go back and do the seeding of that. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer.
Thank you, Tom.
Motion to approve the request.
Second.
There's a motion to approve the request by Commissioner Archer and a second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor of the motion say aye, opposed no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Morning, Commissioners. Larry Moss, Shawnee County Treasurer. Just another reminder that the 17th Street Annex will be closed tomorrow. We'll be expanding from 5 customer service positions to 8, and that should greatly improve our wait times at that location. Glad to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioners, Tom Blanc again with Public Works and Solid Waste. This is in regards to solid waste. I've received some communication from Waste Management, who's operating the material recovery facility, and they recently have had a a rather significant increase of people who are disposing of like garden hoses and twine and things like that in their recyclables. And they had asked me if there's anything we could do, and I said I would mention it here. Hopefully we can get some press on that. It causes them a lot of issues with any kind of material that tends to wrap around their equipment. They have to shut the facility down. They've had times they've indicated they've had to shut it down 4 to 5 times a day, and it really slows down their productivity. So I just wanted to get that out there. So hopefully people will take heed, and even though they might think garden hoses are recyclable, they are not, nor is twine. So anyway, that's what I'm doing here today.
Good reminder. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Randy Luby, Parks and Recreation. Just want to remind you, Wednesday evening is the first Shawnee County Baseball Hall of Fame induction at the Lake Shawnee Bettis Family Complex. It's at the Event Center. It starts at 6 o'clock. There are tickets still available. If you're interested, you can contact our administration office and we can line you up. It should be a fun evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Anyone else? Do you have something, Commissioner Richards?
I just wanted to commend Commissioner Cook. At the last meeting, we were told about our unemployment tax rate going up, and Commissioner Cook brought it up and asked for it to be investigated, and I understand that our legal staff is investigating that at this point, and I think it's good to question items like that, and I just wanted to say I appreciate it, Commissioner. That's all, Matt.
Before next we leave, as far as administrative communications, Sunday marked the 6th month that I've been a commissioner. I want to thank all of you for giving me time to ask questions, to ask dumb questions, repetitive questions, and being patient with me as we learn. I really have appreciated being a commissioner and hope that we can continue to make Shawnee County the best that it can be.
Very good.
We've all struggled with you, Kevin.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, anyone else? All right, next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
There is a need for an executive session today for non-elected personnel for a period not to exceed 10 minutes. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0, and no action anticipated. Okay, time, yes. We are back in session. No action is required. Just a reminder, though, that we do have budget hearings today. 10:30, the county clerk, and 11 o'clock, the weed department. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Public Works, and, or actually, I'm sorry, Wednesday, 10 o'clock, Public Works, Solid Waste, and 11 o'clock, AMR. So, we are adjourned. Oh, thanks.
What did you do? What-
Showed me an article about that, about pictures. Generally, 1:30 is the,
It's
getting
short.
a lot of pictures